Hi everyone and welcome back to the 0 to 1 roadmap series of becoming a technical program manager. In the previous two episodes, we spoke more about the eligibility criteria of becoming a technical program manager and the role related knowledge questions that are typically asked along with the framework that you can use to answer questions around RRK interviews. If you missed watching those videos, I will be linking those in the description below. Go watch those videos right after this video. But in today's video, we will be focusing more about the technical interview of a technical program manager role. So let's get started. But before that, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so by clicking on the subscription button below. That definitely motivates me to bring more such useful content for you in the future. Alright, so let's deep dive into what are the requirements to prepare for a technical interview for a technical program manager. We will be breaking this video into three parts. The first one is about what you need to understand on what goes in an interview of a TPM role. The second thing is what are those concepts that you need to prepare for a TPM position. And thirdly, I'll be sharing some sample examples that you can have while you prepare for a TPM role. So let's get into the first thing, which is what goes in an interview of a TPM and what you need to know before getting into an interview. So for a TPM role, you are not expected to code. So you may not essentially have coding rounds while you are appearing for a TPM position. But they definitely expect you to understand the in and out about programming. They expect you to understand the high level system designs and architecture required to excel in a TPM role. So you would be asked questions around system designing and you would be expected to explain the system design concepts from a high level format and then get into the weeds about one or the topics and then explain that to your interviewer in detail. The second aspect of preparing for a TPM position is what are those core concepts that you need to know to appear for a TPM interview. While there are a lot of those that you need to be aware of, you might also have questions. Do I need to know one particular domain while I appear or prepare for a TPM role? Or I need to know everything, right? From front end development to back end, AI, ML, cloud architecture. Do you need to know the universe of everything? The answer is you need not know everything because as long as you understand how softwares are developed, how systems are built, that will essentially help you transfer your skills from one domain to another. So do not juggle between mastering all these technologies, but as long as you have laser sharp focus on one of these technologies, that can definitely help you stand confidently in the interviews. Now, amongst the few topics that you need to know while you prepare for a TPM position is one, scalability. So, when do you use vertical scaling versus when do you use horizontal scaling? When are you expected to partition the data? When are you supposed to shard the data as a part of the scalability of the systems? The second one is reliability or availability of the systems. So, you may have seen a lot of outages in the news that have happened for so many systems, and all great systems are expected to fail. But as long as you understand how do you overcome these failures, what are those causes of failures, how do you actually diagnose these failures, then you can cover more about the reliability aspects of the system. The third one is the security aspects. So great systems are built with lot of precision on the security side of things. So understanding the fundamentals of networking, understanding the fundamentals of security protocols is the third thing that you need to be aware of while you're preparing for the core concepts for a TPM position. Now, last but not the least is about trade-offs. So while you're building great systems, you are expecting to have a lot of user data coming into your systems. And it could not be necessarily by the user, but it could be a lot of LLMs that are applied to your systems. It could be a lot of AI, ML algorithms that are applied to your system. So you're dealing with a lot of data. But definitely there needs to be trade-offs. For banking like applications, you need to focus towards the reliability aspects as well as consistency to ensure that the transactions are not just safe, but they are also concurrent and consistent across different systems. Then there are applications like WhatsApp, which are typically used for communications. These are where the messages could be a little bit available with a little bit delay in time, but the most criticality of these type of systems is how do you ensure concurrency so that the user is sending multiple messages to multiple people at the same time, then making these messages available, broadcast kind of features, understanding those trade-offs and using those in the right places is another thing that you need to understand as a part of the trade-offs concept from a TPM standpoint. The third aspect of this video is the types of questions that you may be asked for a TPM interview. You may be asked, how do you design a short URL? Or you may be asked questions like, how do you design Google search from scratch? You may be asked, how do you design Google Maps from scratch? Or you may be asked, how do you design YouTube, Twitter, WhatsApp like applications? Or they may ask you any other example which would typically require you to understand from a user standpoint to the endpoint where the data is actually stored. How would you design a complex system keeping various fundamental concepts in mind? All right. I hope you're finding this video series useful and you're getting some tips that can help you prepare for a TPM position. I understand you may have further more questions like, can you do a detailed video where you can actually give us a in-room analysis of how these interviews happen so that you can confidently understand what goes in the room, inside the room when you are actually appearing for the interview, and gives you the confidence you need to practically appear your interviews with all the confidence. I can come up with detailed videos, but you need to drop some comments so that I understand these are the videos that you're looking for in the upcoming series. Before I close this video, I hope you have already subscribed to my channel and liked this video if you have found it useful. If not, please do so. It definitely motivates me to bring more such useful videos for you in the future. Until the next video, take care. Bye bye.